All right, Barlow Brigade. Old Big Jim coming at y'all from the headquarters for everything Barlow. Uh, man, it's cold. I know that y'all didn't come here for a weather report, uh, but it's. I woke up this morning. It was 38 degrees. It's warmed up to about 40 now, but with 85% humidity, it's cold. Um, they're talking low teens for actual temperature tonight. And then it's going to warm up to a blistering 25 tomorrow. Uh, they're also predicting between 3 to 5 inches of snow. Now, y'all, I understand, man. Y'all guys that live with that every day, like Pocket EDC and even Brother Harold. I mean, y'all get snow almost every year. Well, we haven't had any measurable snow in Wiggins, Mississippi since 2017, and it was at a half inch. The outlying areas, some of those got maybe an inch and a half. Uh, there really wasn't any ice involved with it, and by 5 o'clock the next day, it was gone. But I don't think this is going to go away fast because they're talking about the ambient temperature for the next week is going to be at the 30 or 35 degree level for. So if it's not wet now, but if it was to rain or sleet, it's going to be bad because I don't know if any of y'all watched Briar Pretch Blaze yesterday, but he made a comment in there about how all us old flatlanders down here, uh, when it snows, we all act bow-legged and blind. So Brother Chuck, he hit it right on the head. They'll be the record truck drivers. They're all just grinning, man. They probably like old mule eating briars. They grinning from ear to ear because there'll be hundreds of cars in the ditch, run off the road into a telephone pole or whatever tree. Uh, this ain't a place where you run off the road because when you get off the say a county road, you're in the woods. So you'll know it. Anyway, so that's your weather report. I ain't happy. I got everything wrapped up. It's uh, a Herculesian task for me to get ready because I'm almost crippled, but I can get out there and wrap up my pipes when I have to, and so I got the little space heaters underneath all the bathroom fixtures and got those ready to go to where when the chill starts, I can turn on my faucets and let them drizzle and keep the heat on them to where they'll continue to flow. And as long as that water's moving around here, it won't. And now I'm lucky because my house is on a hill and it faces the south. But if you have a serious north wind and you have most houses in this area are built off the ground because of rot issues. But if you got that north wind coming underneath your house, man, God bless you. That's all I can say. All right, that's enough of that crazy stuff. Got a little cleanup. I got some cleanup on aisle 3 here to do. I got a message, a letter in the mail the other day from brother Nate Green. He sent me this card. Has a fantastic note that he wrote to me. I'll keep between us, and he sent me his channel sticker. Now, my stickers have been ordered, so all of y'all out there, even the gentleman up here on the desk, they're all going to be mailed out. Now, it'll take me a minute because it takes the old man a second to get to the post office. But Brother Green, I watch every one of your videos. I am impressed with your the way you present yourself. You're a gentleman. We've had 4 or 5 messages. We had a trade. He proposed a trade. I proposed a trade, and he ended up trading with somebody else. Which is that's always an option. You can't. There's no guarantees in life. But anyway, um, I appreciate you, Brother Nate, and your congregation should all feel blessed because you can bring it. Okay, and that's a compliment from a old redneck down here in Mississippi. I would love to sit in your congregation because I'd love to hear you bring it. Okay, bless you, brother. Okay, the last item is a box I just got right out of the blue. Didn't know it was coming. Well, I did because I saw it on my tracking, but I had no idea what it was or who it was. I buy a little, every now and then I'll get a $6 knife or something off of whatnot. And so I get packages from time to time that have no idea who they're coming from. But this gentleman right here, just out of the blue, that's JC's Mountain Jar, sent me a package. And I love it when somebody sends me an eye. I love it when somebody, I always try to, some of y'all are waiting for me to reciprocate, and I will. It's just going to take the old man a minute to get it done. So, JC Mountain Jar, you are a stand-up man, and I appreciate you. You've always been in my comments. You've always supported my channel, and I appreciate you so much, Brother JC. Okay, so in his little package, he had some goodies, and I love goodies. He has he blessed me with this package of bee balm, and he said this is made by his neighbor, an individual I guess that lives next to him, but it's made out of bee honeycombs, and I have been using it because when it's this cold down here in Mississippi, and like I say, your lips pay the price. So this is good. Now he said it worked on leather. I haven't put it on the leather yet, but that don't mean it ain't gonna happen. So y'all just need to know that brother, I don't know if he's got anything set up with his neighbor to sell this or to provide it for the community or whatever is. But if you'll get in touch with JC, he'll tell you how to get this stuff and get it going. All right. Also in that package was his famous stick of wood. Now, those of you that know, you know. This wood comes in. He tells you it's oh Lord, I'm gonna mess it up. It's Palo Alto or some. I know that's wrong, Brother JC, but this wood, and you can tell I've been burning. I lit me a candle and burned it a few times. But I can be honest with y'all, and I feel like I can. The old boy grew up in the 60s and the 70s, okay? So there were times where I did a lot of incense burning, and, I would sit there and stare at the smoke coming off that incense. And for those of you that know, if you know, you know, okay? But this smell right here got me back in my head on all that stuff. So anyway, thank you, JC. And like I say, I did it. I burned it 3 times, and it's very smoothing. It's an intoxicating smell as far as it's a smell you like to have around you. And I will continue to do this. Only problem is what I got to do to re-up, cuz. You know what I'm saying? What am I gonna do when this one goes away? I'll holler, JC. I promise. Okay. Now, I've received some wonderful gifts. I'm talking about fantastic gifts from the community. And Brother JC said he ordered me something, and he had to wait a minute for it to come in. The reason he hadn't reached out any sooner than he did, and check this out. Ba-bam. And you're looking at me, you're going, well, Jim, that's a advertising tape measure from Grand or Orange Bedding Company and somewhere in Florida, Orlando, Florida. Why is that such a big deal? Well, first of all, it's a pocket one. And you always, kind of like that fire over there, but like brother Mike says, the cornbread man got to have fire. But first of all, it's orange, so that's a point right there. But here's the kicker, guys. See if y'all can see this. What does it say on that? Y'all see that? Barlow, made in the USA. Okay. Barlow is an advertising company that uses the Barlow name. Okay, so they do everything from pen knives and tape measures and just all kind of advertising stuff, and they use the Barlow name, the moniker, which is to me is outstanding because stuff like this is out there. But for JC to put that much salt into sending me a gift, just some old fat boy over in Mississippi that throws a few YouTubes out, got about 500 subscribers, is amazing. And JC, you don't know how much I appreciate this. It's been in my pocket. I mean, you see it's got a little scratch on it, but it's been in my pocket since I got it and I'll explain to y'all why it was important in the when I continue with the rest of this content. So JC, thank you, brother. I don't know how I'm going to repay you. I think I need to do something very special, and when I figure it out, it'll happen. Okay, you give the old boy a chance, and he's gonna hook you up, cuz. Okay, thank you guys. All right, that takes care of the cleanup. Got a little eye candy out here for y'all today. Y'all see that up there? That's the Deep South Anvil. This is, y'all know I'm just amazed. I love these razor knives, guys. And you can see why. It has these are a little less than 4 inches, but it has the Barlow bolster. And they're lockbacks. Okay. So I love lockbacks and I love Barlows. This is from the Highland series. It's a black micarta with the red liners. Just a wonderful knife. Now it's got a little gapping in there, but that's not unusual for a lock blade knife. They have no half stops, but it's solid as a rock. And like I say, I'm getting to where I've got several of these, and I got a couple that's gonna leave. And but that's okay because the reason I collect knives and trade knives and stuff like that is that's just what I do. So that's the Highland series razor knife from Rough Rider. You could probably get one for $15 to $20, depending on where you go, what you do, and how you act. Okay. Now then, you can see out here on the front here, I have my new employee dude. He kept complaining about not being able to see very good, so of course, being a good employer, I decided I was going to try to get him a higher place to sit. And only thing I could come up with, I call it a Thor hammer, but actually, after researching it, it is a bung hammer. And I don't know how in the world it ended up in South Mississippi because there ain't no breweries around here. And of course, I know we're pretty close to Tennessee, and the bung is what they put in the end of an oak barrel or some type of barrel, whether it be plastic or whatever. I mean, they use wood in the whiskey distillery, but that hammer is used to beat the bung into the hole when they after they fill the barrel. Now this one's been used for you can see the end of it there. That look like they hit it with some pipes, or it's supposed to be used on softer type stuff. But I'm glad I have it in my collection. I would restore it, but I don't want to mess with it because it's in perfect shape. It's tight. I'll probably never use it. It'll just be a conversation piece. Y'all know, guys, man, when you're 69 years old, you got a lot of stuff. Okay, so I did a little thing with my elephant toes here and put several of my little elephant statues up behind it. I'm a big elephant collector. Anything, photographs, statues. My entire bedroom is decorated with elephants. So I had a fun time just putting all that together. But anyway, let's move on. So before we get too far into what we got going on here, this is a huge shout out for the OG. That's 865 Knives. Now, he reached out to me very early in my content creating here on YouTube, and I posted a couple of videos, not trying to do, to make anything happen, but he noticed, and he sent me his sticker package. So, and by doing that, he, I believe, welcomes me into the Muskrat Mafia, which that will be clearly evident in just a minute. And at the same time, he sent me a sticker that's got the Tennessee River Boys. Okay, that's the OG. That's Make Cutlery Great Again. That's RH Blade and Shade. And that's Travis the Case Guy, formerly known as Travis the Case Guy. It is now Knife Delights 91. Okay, he had a name change. Don't know why. Don't care. It's not my business. But anyway, OG, 601 reporting in, cuz. This is where my son would tell me, Dad, don't do that. But anyway, 601's coming in. I got a new member to the. Actually, I got a couple, so you'll probably hear me do my crazy old school gangster talk one more time this week. But as this one I got right here is a banger. It's a Barlow Brigade banger, but I can promise you, the one I got coming up is. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. All right, went to the gun show at the Mississippi Gulf Coast Coliseum in Biloxi, Mississippi. It's a 45-minute ride from here. Picked up a couple of knives. Actually, I think I got 5 knives, but I'm only going to share two of them with y'all today because they deserve their own show. Coming in first. I hope y'all are ready. Ba-bang. All right. For those of you that know, you already know. This is a bone handle. Parker Frost, USA made, full-size Stockman. Okay, they call it the Bison. So I can get that up in there where y'all can see that. But right there on the, let's see if y'all see that, it says the Bison. Okay. Has your standard stay blade, has your standard sheep foot blade. And y'all listen, are y'all ready? You can't make this up. Give it the old HT 30 degree. Okay. Look at that shield first. And get that in there. Parker Frost. Parker Frost. All right, guys. In my world, the 4-inch Stockman, the number 75, whatever you call it, is the real deal. Okay. The handful. This thing is immaculate. Now it's got a little teener right there. It's carbon steel. Got a little teener right there. Which, I'm not even. I won't even attempt to get that off there. That's just from people. The moisture on their fingers. Got a little something right there, a little teener. But this is a wonderful, an absolutely wonderful knife. Proud to have it in my collection. No blade rub, nothing. Now on the back, let's see. I don't know it real well yet, guys, but I will. You see the tang stamp there, the Frost, Parker Frost tang stamp. But if you flip it over, it says 1978, so that means it's very old. And it has number 2 and it says Charade below that. Okay, so these knives were made by Charade. Excellent knife. They had, I think they made, I want to say 12 patterns. My memory's not real good, but I think it was 12 patterns they made. They all came with the year they were made, and then the whatever pattern it was. Look at that, boy. I'm talking about never been sharpened, never been carried, never been shaved. And that to me is just one of the sexiest spade blades you can get right there. That's just it just is what it is. Okay, well, everybody's going, well, you can see the shine. I mean, that bone is just, I rubbed it just a little bit with some of Brother HT's magic paste. But look here, guys. So if I can get it in there where y'all can see it. It's numbered. Okay, the seller didn't have any idea why it was numbered. Didn't know if it was part of a commemorative set. He just didn't know, and he had several of these in bone, but the other ones were much more expensive than this one. Now I traded a couple knives that I traded for, so I basically have very little money in this knife. If I were to estimate, I would say I have $20 in this knife. Unbelievable. Great knife right there. Can't go wrong. Well, when I started this, this part of the show, I mentioned the OG, Muskrat Mafia, and Tennessee River Boys. Okay, here's why. For those of you that know, you know. Y'all hear that? That's gator snap there, guys. Okay? Now, this is very similar to another knife I picked up this week, but it's not. It's different. This one's also numbered, number 762. Don't know why. Once again, the seller didn't know why it was numbered. He didn't have any clue if they were out of some special edition. And maybe Mr. Terry, if he watches this, maybe he has a little idea about them. But you can see that time stamp there again, Parker Frost. And this one's called Johnny Muskrat. Get that where y'all can see it. Brother Dan Edwards has got me to step up my timestamp game, which is absolutely right, man. That's why y'all are viewers. Y'all tell me if I'm doing something wrong, because I want to get it straightened out. Now, here's the problem. All right, and I just don't know because I just don't know. But this has the same thing on the back, but it says 1978-7. So I don't think it's made by Charade. I really don't. If I was a betting man, y'all know some of the pre-date code bucks are made by Camillus. So if I was a betting man, I would bet that this knife was made by Camillus, because it's very similar to the 313 buck muskrat. But if I was a betting man, I would say this was made by Camillus. Of course, I don't know, and if y'all know, please let me know, because I'm very interested to find out. But I know y'all want to hear it one more time. Let's go ahead and get it done. Oh yeah. Look, guys, if you have any idea about collecting any kind of pocket knife, you can't go wrong with a muskrat. I'm telling you, muskrats rock. Now, a lot of people say they're not practical for everyday carry. Well, I beg to differ, because if you take care of a muskrat, every time you pull it out, you're going to have two sharp blades. Okay? So that's all I got for y'all today. Had a big road trip, man. I was gone all day. I wasn't able to comment on anything. Got to the knife show about 10 o'clock and stayed there until I couldn't walk anymore. And then I had to walk a mile and a half to my truck, which is all good, guys, because that's what I live for. I live for the hunt. I know y'all probably heard the knife doctor and everybody else talk about the hunt, the going out there getting it done kind of stuff, and that's what I love too. Wow, look, man, 25 minutes. I've been sitting here talking, but anyway, I got two things done I needed to do. I needed to make sure that I got Brother Green and Brother JC shouted out, because y'all need to get over and check them out. I did buy one other knife, guys. That is it's a banger. It's a more maker, and unbelievable. That's all I can say. I don't know when I'll share that with y'all, but it's coming. All right, I got that the other content that involves the OG. I'll probably have that out this week. I got it in the. It had 2.7 pounds of lint and wasn't rusted. The lint was a good installation, but boy, the back springs were a little wiry. But I got it ready to go, and I'll probably drop that sometime this week. Probably do a Wednesday Barlow Brigade banger, because this knife definitely a banger. All right, guys. For everybody out there, man, I hope y'all stay warm. I hope y'all stay cozy, and I want all y'all to know that old Big Jim down here is thinking about you, praying for you, and we're gonna go get on out of here, man. Happy Sunday. Rule number 9.